Hello, this is Emily from CarouselCuteTique, and today we are making an ugly Christmas sweater over the top tacky fun bow. It won't be exactly like this one, but this is the last one I made with this ribbon. This one has the fiber optic lights, which has a switch on the back, so you can save the battery. But the Santa Claus has a tap flasher in him, so he just reacts to movement for a few seconds at a time. Anyway, I just love this. It's so much fun. And you can't go wrong. You can put anything you want on it, which is kind of unique. Alright. Let me save the battery. Bye-bye to that one. Okay. I got this ribbon, which is so fun. This ugly Christmas sweater ribbon. I wanted to make these already. When I saw the bottle cap, I got this where I was like, oh, I need to make some tacky ones, and I was thinking of all the fun things I could add to them. This comes from TrinaCarter on Etsy, and there was a whole set of them. And then I found this ribbon, and I was like, alright, now what can I add to it? The ribbon is from Sunnydaysupplies. I think it was 2 yards, so I've already made one bow, and I think I can make 2 more out of that, because these are going to be 4-inch boutique bows. Alright, so I just measured them to 4 inches. I'm going to make 3 or 4 of every color, because I don't know about other people, but I just kind of go with my mood, how my spikes turn out. But I got red and green and white and the ugly Christmas sweaters. I think a couple. I'm going to get to cut those to 4 inches and do the ends and heat seal them. I'm not sure how that's going to work trying to video it, because my daughter was being too crazy to keep being my videographer. So I will try to record the whole time, but I'm not sure how well this is going to work. We'll try, because I don't have the equipment for this. I'm hoping I can prop it up. Where's my... Here it is. Okay. Excuse my room. I've been going through boxes finding all my holiday supplies. But I've been sick, so I'm doing this in bed instead of the table. Y'all can just deal with it. Alright, yeah, I'm going to have to stop it. It's going to fall. Alright, I'll come back after I cut that. Cookie decided I needed help. Thankfully, she laid down over there instead of in the middle of what I was doing. But it's so cute. Alright, I got all the spikes cut. I did 3 of each color and 2 whites and then 2 of the tacky sweaters. I cut out my felt circle and a couple of small pieces of felt. This, I just traced a spool of ribbon. It doesn't have to be real perfect, but I think it looks better when it's pretty. And then I folded it in half and cut 2 little slots. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm going to slide my clip through, and then I'll use the E6000 to glue my clip to the felt, and I'll use the to glue the back of the bottle caps also. Okay, which I'm not sure if I can do that on camera. It's kind of different doing this with one hand, but I think maybe. Okay. Feed this through like that. And then I will glue my spikes on top of this with the E6000 also and the hot glue. And it keeps the clip from popping off, and it gives it the whole bow a real strong stability in the center, because by the time you add all the extra pieces, these bows can get kind of heavy, and it keeps them from flopping and makes them more secure. I used to just hot glue them on, and I've discovered with the metal that it's better to have the epoxy at least a little bit to glue the metal to the felt. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and glue these. I'm not even sure which bottle cap I'm using on this yet. With these sort of bows, I kind of make it as I go. And that's actually what I like about them, is they're creative and fun. So I just stick some on there. And glue the felt. Yeah, I'm going to have to put the camera down. Kind of slide it around. It doesn't have to be beautiful, because this isn't going to show. This is just a security key too. keep the metal from popping off. And same thing, I'll just put a dot of glue on either side of the clip. So I'm not going to be able to hold it and do it. And we'll be back and do the spikes. Sorry, this is a little challenging. Okay. And for the spikes, I basically decided how big I want the overall bow to be, which in this case, I did 4 inches, I think. So these are all about 4 inches. And then to do the center bow, because I have a terrible time keeping up with the measurements for the bow and the surround bow and the spikes, and then each different size of ribbon and size of bow is so different. So this is what I've learned to make it easier. Figure out how big you want your spikes, and then your surround bows will be 2 spikes long each, and your center bow will be 4 spikes long. So in this case, it's about that. And it doesn't have to be exact, but that gives you a easy way to remember it and not have to keep up with a lot of measurements. Because I was terrible at that. And I was figuring out the center bow and then figuring out the spikes, which you can do, but some of the bows got to be really, really big, which some people really love and some people don't. So I found this works better to keep them a little bit on the smaller side, because not everybody loves the Texas size bows. Alright, to do the spikes, I am going to use my Gator Bite, which you don't have to, but I just like to because I kind of make it up as I go. Each one is different, so there's not really a routine pattern to it. So, I'm not sure if I can hold this and show you, but I'm going to try it. Okay. So I will just pick a random color and kind of figure out where I want it to be. Oh, you know what? I'm not using the Gator Bite on this one. It's only on the bigger ones I guess I have a harder time holding on to. Alright. White and blue and red. And I went ahead and started with the white because that's going to be the back or the top where I'm going to have a lot of extra stuff. So it's not going to matter if it's not ugly sweater but ribbon. It's not really going to show all that much. So why waste the more expensive ribbon, you know? Okay. Apparently I did not cut all these the same size, and I will have to fix a couple of them. Anyway, I just do like that. Get it where I want it. And in this case, I'm going to glue them together. Because my arthritis is kind of complaining after cutting all of these. I'm not really wanting to sew and try to force that needle through the middle. Okay. And then see how you get here. And there's a little bit of extra space depending on how close you put them together. So then I'll kind of decide. And you can spread them out a little bit. They don't have to be perfectly touching corner to corner. Or I'll add another piece on the bottom sometimes if it's a different color. So I think I'm just going to spread these out because there's enough extra stuff on here that as long as they're close together, it's going to work. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I will do that and we'll come back and do the center bow. Alright, I got the spikes assembled and I'm ready to put them on the clip. I ended up using 2 red and 2 green, the 2 ugly sweaters, and 1 white one, and then I had a little bit of space, so I liked having them closer together because I'm going to add some stuff to it, so I went ahead and added an extra green one, in this case, which it's pretty anyway. Alright, I am going to put the clip on it, which I hope I can do. This is really hard not having my camera girl. Alright, I'm going to put some epoxy, especially in the center of it. I'm going to do these, and because you just don't want it to pop off or come off anyway. Especially if you sell them, because when I made them for my kids, if it came off, you know, I'll just glue it again. But you're trying to give it to somebody else, you don't want them to not be able to use the same bow next year. They're just made to be last, so. And I'm a little messy with the glue, but it's not going to show, so it's okay. Alright. This is the top. Alright. I forgot I was filming. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so not used to doing it this way. Okay. So, we got our pretties. Fun, fun. Alright. I'm going to skip trying to record this on my bow because I know I can't tie this. And I think I have enough other videos of how to do that. And I'm sure I'll have more in the future. But I just want to get to decorating here, y'all. That's the fun part about these. So I will be back with the finished bow and ready to decorate. Okay, and this is cute, and you could call this a finished bow. It's fun. But I want to make it tacky, so we got some fun stuff to play with. These beads are left over from making Mom's earlier this year, and just some different Christmas present I had last year for something I didn't use. I don't know. I'm not sure what I used. A couple of different types of bows. I'm kind of leaning towards the star flasher. Because I don't want it to be exactly like the other one. Although I could do fiber optic lights again too. But I don't want them to be exactly alike. That's one thing with these is being creative. So, oh, and I have these left over from Mom's too, which I might use. I'm trying to decide. I want to do the star, I think, for sure. So, let's start with that, I guess. That's the nice thing about Gigabyte is you can kind of look at stuff from different angles. Let's see. If it was flat surface, it wouldn't fall over, but my bed is not flat. Let's see, I have some strings to take off. Yeah. Okay. I think what we're going to do see if I can switch this around. I guess not since it's already recording. Okay. Let's try this because I'm tired of doing this start and stop thing. Alright. I'm going to do the star for sure. The way these are made... Sorry. Okay. The way these are made is... It's a vinyl like this one that's stitched. I didn't sew them, but... somebody I know did. And you have to open it up and put the flasher in it. That's not going to work. I've got to borrow my camera girl better next time. Trying to do this, it's not working very well. Okay. This has a little opening in the bottom. And kind of have to push it in there. Push it in there. And then you glue the bottom. Pretty simple. But they just add a lot of an element of fun and something different. I don't know how. It's just something different. Even if somebody else bought this exact same ribbon, they wouldn't have it the exact same thing that I have. And that's what I like about these, is how creative they are. And each one is special and different. So, I think I'm going to go with star, like I said. So, we're going to glue that. Hold on, I got some glue strings. Alright. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom. I'm going to put it on the side instead of the top, I think, this time. But I'm going to glue, like, the bottom down tight to the bottom. but the top is kind of more loose, so it's going to kind of stick up. I like that. Just so it gives it some dimension, not flat. Okay, I think that's going to work. I like that. The camera's going to drive me crazy today. And I kind of want to use the beads, which I used the beads last time. I just put a little bit at the top and the bottom. But I kind of want to do like a surround bow, a flat one, and just kind of loop it around. But if I do that, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. And then we'll have this bow somewhere up here maybe. Get some green with all that red on the other side. Alright, that's what we're going to do. And I can tell I'm not going to be able to hold this and do this. So I will be back. Alright, I had to get way more glue happy than I wanted, but I'm really happy with how that turned out. My original idea, I wanted to get like some lights and go around them, and I found some little tiny lights, but it's going to make the bows way too expensive. So I had to skip that idea. So this was kind of my next thought, was a similar look, but cheaper. Alright, I think I'm going to put this bow on and about call it good and get this video uploading because it's getting long enough. And I will get help to make the next one so it's not so crazy. But these will be up in my Etsy shop this afternoon and hopefully the third one if I can get it done. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.